Given that it has been a while, I will assist if there's any
If you
doubt.
say me, I'm killing you.
Well, Moonlight,
No,
glad you're
whoa.
volunteering. Go ahead and tell us what's happening.
I was in a dilemma.
Okay.
Sure.
Can you give us more information?
It was either rip the thing out, the little like fleshy thing out, or put the gem in the hole.
Okay, I think we might need some assistance.
Yeah.
Would either Yash or Double like to assist Moon in her attempts at recollection?
Attempts.
We got
Alright.
at we got down there. Well, we were already down there. Arias showed up, and then I forgot what was it. It was Arias had showed up, and then hit like also collided with Vontron, who then disappeared as they collided. And then we went into the thing. We did the rest of the puzzles and stuff. Earhart did his did the whole skinning thing. Well, made the whole person skin themselves, and then he had a little episode, but he's fine. And then the statue changed a bit, and then there's a slot in it. And then it's like, that's interesting. And then we just examined it a bit, and we found out that the gem could fit in it. But there's also another thing inside that same slot of like a string that you could pull it. And when you start pulling on it a bit, the statue kind of starts breaking apart. So we were like, what do we do here? And then we kind of discussed a lot of, well, I think we had the vision at some point. I don't remember what the main activation was, but it might have been after we got the last statue, like we did that puzzle. Actually, yeah, I think that might have been when it happened. I don't remember much of the vision itself. I remember there was the talking of like the guys that are all there talking with each other, kind of debating about stuff. Then it seemed like one kind of betrayed another, something about the sea, never forgiving, and then like he had a smile, but then it cut dramatically. I don't remember much else about the vision. I think there was more, but after that,
Do you remember anything that mayhaps has dealt with an army?
there was an army, and then there's the amethyst did the whole thing and on them, and then the bugs on the other ones or something. And then I don't know. Then after that, that's when we found the statue and the string, and then we debated pulling it. And then we were also like, well, maybe it's not a good idea, and then maybe it is a good idea. And then we were like, let's just pull the string and break it. And that's kind of what we're at. We don't know what breaking it would do, if it is even breaking it, but it seems like it. I don't remember much else.
All right, that's fairly complete. Gauss, would you like to add something to that?
I feel like that was pretty accurate. In the vision, it was just like one guy and some other dude talking to each other and like trying to get those 3 different ways they killed the army. And then yeah, there was a betrayal. It seems like it.
The
Yeah, that's all
betrayal
I
is the
know.
beige person to the pink person, right?
Yes.
Did I understand that right? Okay.
Oh, also, we tied a rope around the string so we could all pull the string. That
yeah.
was Arias's idea.
That was a nice idea.
All right. And that note, with that recap in mind, we will start not where we last left off. We'll start from Roxana's point of view. Roxana, you yourself came back to your senses, still inside the library. It's already past night. Most people have already left. The only people left inside the library are clearly overworked and panicked students reading over manuscripts and scrolls on wooden tables with frantic passion. Clearly, they did not study close enough to their deadlines. Looking from outside one of the windows of the academy, you can see the peaceful city unfurling underneath you. And you can see a small group of familiar figures walking. They're going towards the temple, the 99 Princes. Only they don't seem keen on taking the normal route. They approach the ledge, and you can see them kind of look at one another, and then they jump. They just jump from the ledge. hurling themselves down a precipice thousands of feet deep. After a few moments, you see a small purple light in the sky begin to glow. From it, someone or something falls. And they too begin to make their way to the skies. Well, through the skies and down to the bottom of the precipice. No one else surrounding you seems to have noticed this. What do you do?
Roxanne is just gonna like kind of blink into the distance a bit, trying to comprehend. First of all, this entire discussion she's just had. She thinks she's just had. And then watching her employees. I don't know how she would refer to them as. Employees? Companions? I don't know. Jump into the abyss, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, she's probably gonna try and make her way over there as fast as possible.
Alright. You go out of the academy. You can see that the artiste that you saw earlier, assembling a stage with crowds floating about, seem to have finished to set up, at least, a concert stage for a night event. They appear to be doing some repetitions right now. You can vaguely make out details regarding the sounds. Nothing too clear yet as to a melody or anything like that, but it's nice. You make your way to the precipice, and you can see down below, lit up dimly by the magical glowing barrier on all sides, a few figures down there. There's only 3, and not the 5 you saw. And not the 4 you saw jump down. They appear to be inside the temple. From the angle you're at, you could kind of see them just a little bit. You can't really make out what they're doing inside, though.
So, Roxana absolutely thinks it's a dumb idea to jump. Really?
Hmm?
Did I hear that right?
Hmm? I know what you're talking about, Daria.
Yeah, I'm sad someone else didn't notice, but whatever.
Oh, don't worry, they will. They'll
Okay.
understand in due time.
Boy, it was Nightcore, wasn't it?
Don't worry about it, Devil. Anyway, go on,
Close.
Sana. By the way, I will say they had some preparation. They didn't just jump down. If you jump down, you will just splatter.
That's what I figured. So Roxana's gonna actually go the normal way, I think, if possible. Because she's like, okay, they're not dead.
Oh, I remembered a part of the session now. Wait, was that? No, is that all in one?
That was the previous session.
Okay, yeah, that was the one before
Oh,
that
you're
one.
right. Yeah, you did get there beforehand. Good on you there. You figured out. You were ingenious.
We stole, we bartered, we lied.
Mm-hmm. You make your way through not through, but to the compound.
How much of a problem am I about to have?
Oh, that's a good
You're
point.
fine.
Okay.
You make your way to the compound, and you can see at this hour, people seem to be closing up shop. You're not quite gone yet, though. The receptionist, as you enter, looks at you. What's your passive insight again?
Oh, it's not great. It's 11.
She looks at you strangely. Her stare seems to be loaded with something. You're not quite sure what. What do you do?
Good evening. I'd like to make my way to the site.
Hello, Lady Roxana. She looks at you. Did your associates not speak with you of what happened here?
Can I roll insight?
Go ahead.
And do I want to waste my 16 here now?
I don't know.
That's an 11, so it's a
So it's a 16?
no. It's yeah, it's a 16.
Okay. So you use one of the... to be clear there, I wasn't suggesting you use it. I just
Oh
thought you'd said it.
no! I don't want to actually use it. It's 11.
It's an 11? Okay. You can't really make out much of her expression to you. She looks away for a moment, but it doesn't seem to be this type of looking away when someone's ashamed or put in a situation they don't want to be in. Looks like she was looking at something.
My apologies. Me and my associates have been acting separately for. It was dark outside for a while now.
Let's see. Well, I'm very sorry to inform you then that after Sir Petrie's order, you are no longer welcome here. If you'd be so kind, we'd like to vacate the premises soon and let the night guard handle any matters regarding the security of the compound. If you'll follow me,
So,
I can... She looks
I'd
at
like-
you. Yes?
Hold on. Okay, hold on. Sir Petrie, may I ask what happened?
It's my understanding that your compatriots had an altercation with them, in which they failed to provide satisfactory answers to his questioning. It's also
No.
my understanding that one of them was quite rude towards him, and it's a matter that he intends on dealing with quickly.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, that has nothing to do with me. And I'd like to go down to the site right now, and quite frankly, I wouldn't like to.
I'm sorry, Lady Roxana, but I was given strict orders. She looks to the side, and you can hear the clanking of two guards, both wearing rather hefty armor, stepping towards you. I do hope that won't pose a problem to you.
Well, it's certainly no problem for me, and I really would hate if it became a problem for Sir Snake Oily as well.
He looks at you, unfazed. As I said, Lady
Please.
Roxana, I'm sorry, but these are the orders of Sir Petrie himself.
And is Snake Oily not head of the family? Does his orders not supersede Petrie's?
I'm not employed by Sir Orley.
No, you're employed by the Oily family.
No,
Oh, please, we both know where he gets his fortune from.
perhaps. But at the end of the day, I'm loyal to Sir Petrie. If you
Okay,
insist
well
on
then bring
pushing
Sir
him-
Petrie here then. Because quite frankly... Hold on, sorry, my phone's going off.
She's just trying to do her job. Leave her alone.
Nah, Cook, this is crazy. This is drama.
He's like, please, I don't know, but it's like, I'm a receptionist. What are you talking about? This is drama stuff.
She's cooking.
Yeah, she's cooking. She's like, let me see your manager.
Roxana Karen story.
No.
So upset, but I'm like, I kind of need to get down there. I can't jump down like you guys did.
The party was
You don't have
creative.
feather
They
fall?
found a way to do it.
What?
They found a way to do it. They didn't have
Yeah.
anyone that had magic. They found a way to do
Okay,
it. You can do
but-
it too.
like,
It took them 4 hours, granted, but
that's why I'm like, do you want me to take that much time? I can take that much time, but
Okay, you
wait,
can
how
do so.
how far does this go?
a couple thousand feet.
Okay, yeah, then I can't use Vortex Warp, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a bit much. You can try and convince
Listen.
her, but at that point you'll need a persuasion check.
Listen, I understand you're just doing your job and it's late, but I really need to get down there. So perhaps I could talk to Sir Petrie and not have anyone here get into trouble or waste any more of your time, but I really need to get down there, so if I could speak to Sir Petri, that'd be great.
He looks at you, unsure. Go ahead and roll that persuasion.
I do think I took... Yes, I did.
Efficiency?
I did.
Hell yeah.
Oh, fuck, but I rolled a 10. I don't want to use another one of my die right now.
I'll give you
You
my
only need
inspiration.
one. Yeah, you've
What?
only
No.
you only
Oh,
need
then
one.
I'll use my die. I'll use my die then.
Okay.
You keep your inspiration. It's another 16 then. Oh no, it is a 16. I only used one. I didn't use it before.
Don't you get to add your modifier to it too?
Yes, it changes the dice roll.
Oh shit. Okay then. Yeah, it's that's a 22 then.
22. So your base was 16 already? Okay,
No,
Roxana.
wait, no. So I'm saying if the 16,
Mm-hmm. You get a 22,
Is-
so you have a plus 6.
yeah.
Okay. I will say if you want to keep it, 16 was going to be the DC. DC was going to be 15.
No, I wouldn't have passed it before. I got a 4.
Ah, okay, I see. Yeah, that's not going to work. She looks at you and considers for a moment. Very well. I was given orders not to let anyone through downstairs, at least, but I wasn't told anything about not letting you meet Sir Petri. If you will follow me, I can lead you to his chamber.
Thank you.
She turns around, holding a set of key to her side, kind of clipping it along a little band along her waist. Both guards follow you from behind, and you can see 2 more coming from a hallway that you enter, kind of replacing the other 2. You make your way through the hallway itself, and eventually, after passing many of the wooden doorways you've become familiar with now, you arrive at the same dead end that you recognize as Petri's room. The receptionist is hesitant for a moment, but goes to knock on the door. After a moment, you hear a voice from the inside. Yes, what is it? To Sir Petri, Lady Roxana's come back, alone. She says she'd like to speak to you about going downstairs. You hear mumbled something from beyond the door. Let her in. She turns on the knob, opening the door and revealing the inside of the room. The same as you saw it before, the same candles burning away, the only sources of dim light inside. On tables strewn around everywhere are books, papers. You recognize many of them as incantations and the like. And beyond them is a man, still wearing the same drab clothing you saw before, same almost emaciated face, the long hair that falls and lets only one of his eyes see. He looks at you expectantly.
Good evening, and pardon for disturbing you. I understand you're not allowing visitors down to the site right now, but I would like to ask for permission to go down. It is rather urgent.
He waves his hand at you. Denied. You're dismissed. Thank you and
Carol.
good night.
What if I told you some things?
What do you have to tell me? He looks at you, an annoyed expression on his face.
Things that not even Snake Oily knows.
Why does it always turn back to... Well, out with it.
You've been running into dead ends with your research in the temple, no?
He gestures at you to keep going. He seems rather impatient.
Me, my companions and I had gotten past the initial point. We have seen visions. Visions that are not complete yet, but relied on us to learn more. We learned the additional information, and while I am separated from them right now, I believe I have more information now to complete puzzles that will lead to more of the temple being uncovered. And if we can uncover more of the temple, then you and your employees can go in after us and write all you want on the temple. But plainly, what I'm saying is you need us to complete your excavation of the temple.
He snorts at you derisively. I don't need the help of amateurs getting their fingers in where they don't need. When your compatriots came back up the last time, they announced me that many of the statues had gone missing. We verified for ourselves, and there's been potent magic that's brewed there. For your visions, you can tell me about them now, if you'd like. For your access to the site, as I said before, no. Besides, your compatriots aren't even there right now. What do you even need to go down there so quickly for? It's imprudent to tempt the Seaborn Temple while the moon is up. He looks a little bit, not uncertain, but careful as he phrases that last sentence.
Okay. I have all of my brain power. I don't know how to say the things that like go play, so hold on 1 second while I try. What's enough information to give him without giving him everything?
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
I'm not sure if it's much worth giving him anything because, like, he's not gonna let you go anyway. So, like, what's the point of telling him?
The idea is tempting him enough. Okay, so what my plan is, tempting him enough and to the point where after like working on his own thirst for knowledge and then him being like, well, what about, I'm like, what if you just come down with me right now? We can solve this. And then drag him. And then if he dies, oh well.
I don't think that's a good idea, but that's because, like, no, I would say that's metagaming, gaming, but no, you know that we got in there illegally.
Yeah, you saw us.
I don't want to fucking bring in his brother. I forget if they're brother or cousins.
The brothers, right?
No.
Yeah,
I think they're
he's going
brothers.
to kill us if he sees us down there.
What did you guys do?
We were trying to, like, be like, hey, let's go down there, and then I think Vontron said something that was, like, vaguely aggressive, and then at that point it was just... We were a bit on, like, I think we were getting somewhere, but then things just didn't go well.
But we got there in the end.
It's true, they did get there
We
in the
did.
end.
Through a lot of effort and some money.
Okay, so
Surprisingly, your heart was the one to really threaten it.
okay,
Well, he was
so-
just kind of, it was just some sass to be like, well, I mean, you didn't really get any progress at all, so, like...
I believe your heart was sassy. I'm so proud of you.
It's just like, well, I mean, if you didn't really get anything before and we showed up and got it, like, I don't know, man.
Sorry, go ahead, Dark.
Roxana has no way of getting down there on her own, Daria?
He hasn't prepared Featherfall.
I don't have Featherfall.
She could do what we did.
I don't know what you did.
How do you think we got Featherfall?
Oh, you bought it?
Maybe.
It took
Well,
them 3
okay,
hours
bot
to
is a
figure that out,
strong
though.
word.
It took them 3 hours to figure out that they could buy
Okay,
a scroll.
yes, we bought it, not with our money. Actually, no, the feather part was with some of our money, right?
A little bit.
Yeah,
Is that why I was asked if you could steal from your room?
maybe.
Yes.
Yes.
Slowly about
We didn't take your money. We used the company card.
Yeah, the company card. We're employees, Daria.
the company card under my name.
Yes.
It was necessary.
So what do you do, Freya?
Not Freya. Oh shit, I have to change the name
Oh,
back.
Oh,
right,
fuck.
you're so right. I just looked at it. I was like, oh yeah, that doesn't sound
Yeah,
right.
I
but
realized
it is
that
what-
earlier and I changed mine.
I'll do it in a second.
So what do you do,
Well-
Roxana?
Okay. Sir Petri, I'm not above begging. I understand you understand the thirst of knowledge, right? You want to find out how the temple is working. We were told, I don't even know if it was a riddle, a prophecy. But through my team working together, we managed to unearth new plaques that led to more riddles that we had to solve for the temple to reveal itself. And I'm sure when your team went down, they noticed changes within the temple what's the word? Besides just the missing statues.
Yes, it's true. I'll concede. There were changes in the magical presences within the temple.
And don't tell me that didn't lead to you wanting to know more.
He looks at you for a moment. He seems to weigh something. Yes, that's true. But unlike any groups of amateurs that might bring upon themselves any number of disasters by meddling unconsciously with magical phenomena, preparations have to be made. Though, if your teams come back just fine, surely.
What if we used my team and I as the lab rats in this situation? We go in, we mess with the magical aspects. If harm comes to us, that's nothing against you and your group. Hell, you can even tell Sir Snake Oily that I insisted. It would be my own fault.
Always comes back and looks aside, mumbling something under his breath.
You do understand I do technically work for him, right? It
Why
has
does it
to
always come back to this
him.
guy that owns the city?
I mean, I understand he gets all of the recognition and your work here tends to go unnoticed, and it's unfair. So if I get out, there's only one way back up from here, and I would have to tell you whatever I saw.
I don't like the insinuations inside of your tone.
What do
The
you
plan
mean?
you suggested isn't entirely unagreeable.
Not only that,
But you have said something, and I intend on you to prove it. Go ahead and beg me for the excess. Then we can see.
kill him.
He looks at you, a haughty look upon him.
Man, he really needs a dub.
This one needs therapy. He's not okay.
Rama,
Don't you dare.
Rama, this is me, Daria, asking you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to do this?
Oh, do
That
you?
is terrifying.
I'm so scared.
I'm telling you guys, Daria is the scariest one here. Like, Rayla can kill anybody, like, with a thought. But Daria is a schemer. I don't know what she has in her
Daria
mind.
is a
I'm
schemer.
scared of her. Daria, you can do whatever you want.
I was being sincere there. I'm like, is this the route you want your one shot to take? Do you want this? And
I don't know what you're about to say, Daria. I can't tell. That's for you to decide. Smile.
okay. I'm cringing internally.
Oh, please, Roxana, no!
If you do kill him,
Oh, I'm not killing him.
I wish we could.
so then, what does Roxana Nazari do?
Hey, she said she's above pride, right? Oh. You know what's the thing I normally do? I make it worse by like overacting it. Let's do it. Please. Lord Petrie, I would be in your debt if you would let me go down to the site right now.
What does Roxana look like as she says that?
It makes her eyes kind of go wider.
Oh,
Like, well, and like, yeah, let's amp it up a bit. Hands clasped in front of her,
oh my god.
like kind of leaning forward a little bit, like, please.
Aw, how
I
can you
would
say
be
no to
in your
that?
debt. Blink, blink.
Mm-hmm.
I can see it in the head.
I get that.
Come on, this man's never been touched by a woman.
This is the route we're taking this?
Sorry, I lost audio for a moment there.
It's a good thing you
What
did.
Double just
Yeah.
said, I feel like I missed something important.
Someone get Roxana out of here, please.
So,
This is, in my brain, it's Roxana dealing with a Redditor right now.
mhm.
Yeah, this is what it is.
He looks at you and seems to weigh something. After a moment, he speaks up. He looks at the ground for a moment. Well, that's not how you beg now, is it?
What? I'm so scared.
Like, I'm singing rhythm. Like, no. No.
And that's when you fireball.
I do have it prepared, but.
I'm sure you could take him as a squad.
Yeah, I mean, if we jumped him.
We could jump him. I think he deserves it.
Oh, yeah. I can't bring myself.
You know the backup plan.
I'm not. What? Just sleep him and run?
You could. Oh, you could do that. I meant the feather fall. You could do that. You have options?
I don't. Rama, how depraved is he?
How what? What? Sorry.
How depraved is he?
Okay, it's not horny. Okay, it's sadistic.
Okay.
It's not horny. No,
I
don't
didn't
make it
think
weird.
it would be, no.
No,
I'm just
don't make it
asking.
weird. It's sadistic.
Okay,
It's just pathetic.
It came off pathetic, yeah. Lord Petrie, just think of it. I would owe you one, and
Push the button. Don't push the button. Don't.
whatever.
Just don't push the snake oil button. Don't push it. Don't push it.
No, there's a reason.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a reason.
Let her cook, let her cook.
Whatever
I'll
he
put
asks
it
of me, whatever you would want would come first.
Cool.
Whether it's information, knowledge, a boon.
Would you like to roll persuasion / deception?
It's more persuasion. I'm being serious here.
Mm-hmm.
I forget. Do I have to decide beforehand for port and die, or can I decide after?
You can decide after.
Or come on, persuasion. How's a 24 do?
24 is pretty good, yes. Well, I suppose that'll be enough for now. But don't expect me to forget any of this. He sets aside something on the table next to him. A small packaged bag thing. And begins to walk towards you. He gestures with his chin at the door behind you.
Alright. I'll go for it. And like open it and be like, after you. I'm
You-
holding the door open for him. That's what I'm doing. That's all I'm doing.
He passes ahead of you and goes further out into the hallway, heading into the circle for movement.
Hmm.
Do you follow him?
Yeah.
I see. You do. He himself goes to stand on it immediately as he enters, and the circle begins to move downwards. You're not afforded much time to just hang back. You kind of have to jump a bit quick, or else you'll miss it entirely. And
How
tries to-
long does it take for us to get down there?
To get all the way down to seafloor, a couple minutes.
And are there any guards with us and or watching?
Oh my god.
There are no guards right now.
And how
With
long
you?
does sleep last?
As a matter of fact, they stood behind you.
Great. Let me. Oh fuck! It's only a minute long. Okay, never mind. Well, do they realize if I put them to sleep?
They realize when you start casting somatics.
Yeah.
Yeah, even then, I think he'd be like, huh, I wonder why I fell asleep spontaneously.
Yeah, why am I on the floor right now?
Yeah. Thank you again, Lord Petrie.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? I didn't.
Ah!
Oh yeah, sure, Lord Petrie, because that is your title.
Hmm.
Is it not?
Mm-hmm. What is it you wanted to say?
I was thanking you for your gratitude.
Hmm.
I mean, thanking you for your Fuck, what is what?
Magnanimity?
Magnanimity? Yeah, sure.
Generosity?
Generosity. Thank you. That was actually what I was looking for.
Mm,
Man, I'm tired.
Yes. You should take it as an honor.
If you don't mind me asking, um, I'll admit I don't know too much about you.
Now is not the time for my biography. We're already almost there, and we have more pressing matters to attend to.
Oh
He
shit, he is
says-
just coming with us. Sorry, guys.
You're good.
He says as the platform keeps going down.
Yeah, you said a minute, right?
About a minute.
Well,
Like,
I
a
would
couple
still,
minutes to go down.
well, at least something. I truly all I know is that you're more of the studious type.
Hmm.
I mean, you've never attended any of the parties, as far as I know, or the ones I've gone to.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like them either. I'm kind of
Smattering
envious.
of incompetence and ignorance. People that have nothing better to do with their time than drink and eat. You're a waste of time.
I admit I'm quite envious.
Hmm.
I did slowly, like, my main thing is the reason I work for your brother is he let me go to school.
Most people would be envious of you. The situation you found yourself in has obligations that tend to them. Don't expect sympathy from me.
No,
Just
nothing.
so
I'm
much
just.
as you've received, you're expected to give back.
Trust me, I understand. I'm just making small talk.
Don't feel obliged to. I doubt you have anything of substance to say. And after that, do you say anything else? As he himself keeps on staring down at the temple below. I'll take that as a no.
Yeah, no, I was trying to think of like some nice way of saying, you can learn from even like the smallest of creatures or something to that extent, but yeah, he doesn't deserve it.
You happen to have Thunderwave? You want to
Like, let
Yeah.
his ignorant.
want to make a bet to
let
see if he has
let him
Featherfall
mi-
prepared?
let him limit his knowledge, right? Like, let him be his own limitation.
And on that note, we'll switch back POV to everyone inside the temple. Van Algen, Arias, and Erhan. You've all readied the robe, and you're now ready to pull it taut. And all three of you catch from the corner of your eyes the platform, lit up with that same magic aura as before. Upon it are two people going down. One of them staring down. They seem angry already. The other one you notice that you recognize actually much better. Roxana standing there. Takes a few more seconds for the platform to land on the ground. Do any of you do anything?
Yeah, that was the thing. Would we have noticed that the lift was moving as we were just down there?
You were focusing on the statues inside, so you would not have been facing that direction. So probably not, no.
But what
As
if my
you're
passive
ready to roll.
perception of... Actually, I don't know if it's... I think it's better than Andre's. 15.
Very good.
Yeah, sure. You could get like a minute head start on anyone else noticing.
Eric's gonna be like, I think we should hurry. As he looks over.
What?
Yeah, the lift is moving.
Do we just... I think we should just hide, or honestly, who cares? We can just stay here.
Okay. Do we just pull it then? I think maybe we should. I don't think we should allow this to just be out for someone else to mess with.
That is true. Also, question: is Moon here?
That's a good question. Moon, are you here? Have you fallen asleep?
I messaged them, but they didn't reply.
Oh,
Hi.
Oh,
Hi.
hi.
What's Arias doing right now, Moon?
He's asleep.
This is a brutal session.
He's asleep. Okay.
He agrees.
Oh boy.
alright, I guess we're gonna just pull it.
awake. I'm trying. I'm trying
I'm
so
sorry,
hard.
man. I'm so sorry.
I really wanted Roxana to talk about this with us. But after that,
We wanted to, but as far as they know, I think at least when the lift started, it's like that could just be the wizard coming down, and that was the worst case scenario. So
we don't. Do you feel confident about pulling this thing?
Arias pulls it.
it's like I don't feel confident, but I don't feel as confident about leaving it to just be out. So
Hey, if Arias wants to pull it, we pull it.
yeah,
Trying it.
Okay. As Roxana, you and Petri come back, fall down to the floor, carried by the platform. You hear a loud snap from within, and a burst of magical energy. As the ground and the world around all of you changes one last time. You find yourself on a nice, small little hill overlooking a city. On the hill, two people stand. Or rather, one stands and one sits. The one sitting on the ground is a smaller, young-looking man wearing a set of pink robes and with a tiara on his forehead, decorated with small rubies. Small emeralds. The other, standing beside him, is a man that looks very much like him, though somewhat older. He stands tall, wearing a beige gray cloak, a set of robes similar to the other man. The pink-robed man sighs peacefully. The sun is currently setting on the city, and he seems happy, serene. Ah, after all this time. Took so much work, but it's done. We've done it. From behind him, a small bit of laughter comes. Without looking, the pink-robed man echoes a small chuckle. It is a little bit funny, isn't it? Oh, I'm laughing at something different, actually. The gray-robed one echoes. Oh? Tell me, Prince. What would you say the most cruel thing in life is? The pink-robed man turns around, confused. Well, that's an odd question at this time. But I'd have to say responsibility, right? Having so many people count on you, needing to be there for all of them. Knowing that if you fail, it's not just you, but all of them too. That's pretty cruel. The beige-robed one looks at him, assessing. Not the worst answer. Personally, I would have said, "Oh, having such conviction that everything can and will, as it should, be right." And then having that view ripped away. Seeing that after any hope, after any light, always follows through the deepest despair. The beige-robed man is now bent, looking the pink-robed one in the eye. The pink-robed one kind of scuttles away. What? You're saying something more than just this question. Very astute, Prince. Go ahead and look behind you. See what I mean? See the culmination of all your efforts. The pink-robed one turns around now, clearly uncomfortable. He seems anxious, afraid. He looks behind him, back towards the city he looked so fondly upon just a few moments ago. At first, he seems confused, not seeing much. But quickly, his confusion turns to fear. As can be seen from the bottommost parts of the city, a dark, murky, deep red liquid begin to ooze upwards, beginning to claim some roads of the city. What is... The liquid grows and grows and grows. It goes upwards and claims more and more houses. People run upwards, seeking shelter in one another. You can see some individuals. They're smaller. Their eyes shine like jewels. Their bodies have sharp claws and appear to be made of something dark. At their back is a round disc of the same blackness as their body. Rather than seeking shelter upwards, you can see many of them shrinking away inside other people. What's happening? The red water keeps going up, and in a matter of moments, floods the entirety of the city. There remains nothing but two princes overlooking it from a cliff. The pink-robed one turns, looking to the gray one. Anger, fear, and beyond all, confusion shine in his eyes. What's happening? What's the meat? The gray-robed one interrupts him. Didn't I tell you, Prince? The sea does not forgive. You thought yourself above all else. In the woods, emboldened by false hopes. You thought you could deal with the hours of the wood and come out the better of them. Yet look here, all your efforts. You've done nothing but doom everyone you've tried to save. The pink-robed one takes a few steps back. What? But no, I didn't. I was just trying to... After a moment, his face goes blank. and fills with anger. It was you. You're the one that said we should go see them, to talk, to negotiate, that they could help. You planned all of this. The gray-robed one looks a little bit surprised. Well, look at you. You figured it out more quickly than I thought you would. And the gray-robed one disappears. From behind the pink-robed one, you hear a loud, wet lurch. As from his back, the gray-robed one plucks a red, bloody, lively string. He pulls it taut and snatches it completely from the other's body. He falls to the ground, a tiara falling ahead of his eyes, reflecting in them the evil smirk of the beige-robed one. You won't be needing this anymore, will you? After all, I'll be taking it for myself. This little bit of power you'd hidden away. Red-robed one squishes it, and it turns to dust, sprinkling itself all over him. The gray-robed one on the ground now mutters, But why? I thought you were one of us. One of me. Why would I? Oh, I see. You're still not quite caught up yet. Poor thing. Here, let me explain it clearly for you. The gray-robed one lifts the chin, the pink-robed one with his shoe, making him look him directly in the eyes. You weren't the first of you to have your idea. To reach back into the woods, into the invisible world, to escape, to lick your wounds, to find allies. He was... The gray-robed one gestures at himself. And so he came to me. The thing is, walking the woods alone is dangerous. And so it was easy. I gave him hope. I filled him with objectives. And when finally he trusted me, I took everything he had to give. But he was so pure, so devoted to his people. I couldn't let that pass. I knew another one like him would come. That you would. And so I sought you out. I couldn't leave you and your pity party well alone. But please, don't blame everything on me. You're the one, after all, that pulled the strings all along. You're the ones that unleashed the horrors of this world upon yourself. Although I guided you, at every turn, it was your decisions that led to your people's ruin. You are the one that threatened to ring you, that bargained with the moth. You're the same one that sent that ultimatum to the witch and sister. And now, you get to taste their revenge. The pink-robed one shakes his fist. But it doesn't look like he's able to move. On the floor drop tears, filled with rage and fury. You took everything from me. I'll get you from this. I don't care how long it takes. If it takes decades, centuries, millennia. I don't care how I have to do it. He stares the other in the eye. I'll make you pay for this. For every life you took today. I'll make you choke on yourself. I'll break you down to your bone and then to dust. The gray-robed one takes a step forward, kneeling down to be closer. Well, aren't you motivated? But don't be overly dramatic. I've not taken everything from you yet. Sure, I might have taken your kingdom, your people, your past, your future, your powers, your friends, your hopes. But you still have your name to you. And you still have that will of yours that burns so bright. And I'll help myself to both. You said you'll come at me no matter what. Then go ahead and do it. However many times you'd like. And every time, I'll send you back to where you came from. For you to try again. I'll have you make new allies, new friends. Only for you to betray them in the end. For eternity if it will. Your desire, your ambitions to kill me. I'll let you burn at them until they burn you into smithereens. You can see a ball of magic begin to amass in the gray-robed one's hand. And you can see something else. A small flicker going from the gray-robed one's eye and into his tiara laid ahead of him. Now, on that note, like I said, I'll take both your name and your will. I'll see you soon, Prince. He stares the man in the eyes, and a burst of magic echoes through the gray-robed one's body. His eyes so full of something before, of so many things, so many emotions. Now vacant, they stare idly into nothingness. Goodbye, Famus or Theranis. And hello. The man kneels down, discarding his own robe and picking up the man's. He clads himself in the pink ones. And hello, world. He stares directly into you as the vision fades away and you're brought back to your own world. Around you, you see the temple. You see one another. Roxana, you see that Petri seems to be quite shaken by whatever it is that you just saw.
Man, I really hope for like in every adventure movie ever, he's like the wealthy guy that's like, I know what I'm doing and dies immediately. Oh, I'm so excited.
And from between the two of you, the two groups of you actually, you hear something. It's not quite clear what it is yet. You can faintly hear the echoes of the concert going on upstairs.
Really?
The people seem to be loving it.
Yeah.
Do any of you say or do anything?
I'm honestly, Roxana is just gonna. Yep, that's what I was waiting for. Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, what? What did you say there?
That's why I was like, you didn't hear this earlier?
I I didn't. No, literally, when Rama said the concert, I was like, I can make a joke about BTS right now. I guess no,
Oh,
no one
it
will
is
care.
BTS, and he's like, oh, you can notice like some of the songs or colors or whatever. Like, I don't know. Give me like, Roxana doesn't care, and I just want to walk through it.
I did not notice that. Okay.
Yeah, it was playing in the distance, but
Yeah,
Okay.
I've been
Yeah.
playing it this entire like mini campaign. At
yeah.
various moments, I put like music box instrumental versions of various BTS songs in the background when the
Wonder
group was
there's-
playing.
I don't hear the music very clearly, so I can't pick it up too well.
Not a
But
real fan.
I'm gonna So yeah, Petra's not looking too hot, right? I'm just gonna
Mhm.
delicately, like almost as if to like comfort him, put a hand on his shoulder, then like pull it away last second, like actually he doesn't deserve this.
So did anything happen in the physical world that I missed? My grandmother called.
Your
Did,
grandma called?
did the string pull, was that Pandora's box opening? Did we unleash
Yeah.
a bunch of horrors into the world?
My stomach hurts. I didn't like the way he said that in the vision. I won't lie.
I hope and
I
open
was
it
like, oh,
here so we
no.
can fight them, because that would be fun.
Wait, so if I'm understanding this correct,
You know
we
how
know
cool that would be?
Samus is some weird entity figure from the woods that just took over him, I guess.
I think
I
it's.
guess so.
I think it was still implied that it's still a version of him. That's just. I mean,
Well,
maybe
it
it
was
is something else.
I think it said it was something from the woods. Another Thamus went there, and
Yeah.
it got tricked, and now I think the
And
version
apparently
of
every version of the moose is cursed now to betray everyone into murdering this creature. I don't know.
Maybe that's.
But
what it
now
is.
I'm worried about Loria
is a baby Thamus.
because of baby Thamus, yeah. Well, it's concerns for another character at another time.
Those people don't know anything about this.
No.
What about inside the temple? Our Erhat, Van Algen, and dare I say, possibly Arias? Jill?
I'm fighting against my life. I'm still here.
What is anything like? Does the statue still there?
Both statues are still there. Also, Moon. I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? I'm gonna turn you up.
Hi.
Hi. How are you feeling about the current events?
I was like in and out of sleep for half of it. I'm really sorry.
That's fair. Don't worry about it.
Do you want to just go to bed?
No, because I want to be here. But
Oh, okay,
I'm,
fair.
I'm fighting.
You want to take 5 to like spread your legs and take a bit of fresh air?
I feel like that's just gonna make it worse.
That's just gonna make
There's
it
not a
worse.
lot I can do.
Okay. Did you do the water in the eye thing?
I didn't. I'm gonna go do that.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a moment to go do that. Alright, we're
I
gonna
don't want to
go-
feel bad with the moose. This sucks.
Well, it's not him that
Yeah.
has been tormenting Mavis. I think there's someone who looks like him.
Yeah, but now it's like, man, I guess there's like some other guy out there that is like, I feel bad for him.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Some guy just got.
I don't like it.
I told you that about that, Daria, before, didn't I? That you were right about everything except one bit. The one bit was that it wasn't really the moose.
Wow.
'Cause I enjoy pure evil.
My eyes hurt. Hi.
Hi. You more awake?
Okay.
I mean,
Ever so slightly.
Okay. So, from as you echo from a somewhat cloudy vision, Arias, you can see the people around you seem to be somewhat taken aback, and you can faintly hear music coming out from high above. It must be deafeningly loud for anyone that's actually close by to it. Our friends Erhat and Van Algen reacting to this.
Earhart's gonna look at the string.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed to
It's
be.
still tied to the rope. You can see it pulsing with power.
He doesn't want to touch it, but the other scary wizard's here. He's just He's gonna hope he could just pick it up normally. He's gonna take his thumb and his index finger and just pinch the end and just try to pick it up.
You go to pick it up. Before you do so, what's Van Algen doing?
As Van Algen doesn't have much of an expression on his face. As he sees Erhard go to pick up the string, he's just gonna bring out his hammer. Like, you can see he's just getting ready in case.
Just in case, okay. As you all do so, you hear from the centermost point between your own two groups clapping, getting louder and louder
What's happening?
after a few moments. You blink, and suddenly someone is there, walking towards the temple. Someone that by now looks familiar to you. The same pink hair, pink robe, that malicious smile you just witnessed. Towards you walks Famus or Theranis. She looks very happy. Well, I didn't think you'd actually do it. Bravo! Congratulations! You're the first in a long time to actually get here. What's wrong? Cat got your tongue? It looks at all of you, curious.
What happened?
Hmm?
What
you were
did we-
the... Yes, you were the simpleton, I think. You didn't quite understand that, but... You had more of an idea what was going on. Well, the two of you. He looks at you, Arias and Van Algen. Surely you understand what's happening here, despite your beefy friend's lack of inclination for thought.
I have no clue.
Okay, he has
Ah.
12 intelligence, okay?
Sure. I see, that's... Well, I suppose it can be a relief knowing, not knowing what you're going to die for. What do you, my good friend, do you understand the situation you find yourself in? He looks at you, Van Algen.
Nope.
Well, that's a shame.
Mhm.
At least I suppose you can die with an easy conscience, not understanding what you've actually accomplished in this world. Is that something Roxana says?
Oh, that was Dark asking, because I had to walk away for a second.
Ah, okay. As Erhard, Ben Algen, and Arias were speaking, they went face to face with Thamuz, who just so happened to appear mysteriously as
Oh,
they
of course.
blinked. He began to walk towards them, seemingly ignoring you. He doesn't actually see. He hasn't shot you a look or anything like that.
Let me just real quick read a bit about the conversation I had with him. I honestly don't see much besides him trying to murder me, so Oh, how's Petri doing right now?
Petri right now seems to have come back to his senses, and he seems to be assessing the individual that's walking towards the other group. He also seems to be a bit confused at the other group, but that doesn't seem to be quite his first priority right now. After a moment, he begins to walk towards the other group.
Excuse me, Sir Petri, you might
Hmm.
that individual, you might want to leave right now. I'm being
I don't
on.
have time for your fears. That was the time.
Please, like, for your own safety, I don't think.
As though I need someone of the mere third tier to worry about me. He steps
Don't
up
let the
towards
pride
the
get in the
temple,
way of your
walking-
life.
He begins to walk away from you, stepping towards the temple. Do you follow him?
Yes!
You follow
Roxana's
him.
actually a good person. She's trying. But
As
also,
you mo-
Daria, me the player, please murder him, Rama. Please murder him. Let this be.
That would be really funny.
As you get closer, Famoose's attention turns for your group of incredulous friends, and towards you, Roxana and Petri. Ah, and here we have someone that may be more able to comprehend the situation she finds herself in.
Roxana's fully gonna try and grab at, like, Petri's clothes and be like, no, get back.
What's
I
this?
think-
Trying to keep your hound in check? Here,
No.
boy, you want a bone? He
Oh, no.
gestures as though he has a bone in his hand. He actually does not.
There was a dog treating at his face.
Shut up, Goldo.
Hey, Petri, don't respond, please. I really think it's best if you leave right now.
You're... Petri clears his throat. You're one of the 99 princes. Famoose rolls his eyes. Filled with slow simpletons today. Why can't any of you understand? You understand what's going to happen to you, Roxana, don't you? You know what I'm about to do to everyone. You understand the situation you find yourself in, right?
I don't understand why we have to die as a result. And quite frankly, we aren't really part of your
Flick.
It's not you, it's the other version that we're not part of his vengeance quest. I don't.
I'm surrounded by idiots. Famoose looks down a little bit.
I'm sorry, last time I talked before. I think I'm missing some information here.
Petri looks at you. What you don't understand is that we learned where he came from. Famoose looks up, expectant, hopeful. Oh, keep going. Petri looks at him. He seems a little bit taken aback by his enthusiasm.
Did he not just say it in the vision we just saw?
No. What that means is
We know too
everyone
much.
has weaknesses depending on
Oh.
where they come from.
Yeah.
If he's come from the Mansus, the invisible world he spoke of, then the way to defeat him, he looks more and more hesitant as he looks at the moves, getting more and more enthused. He's now shaking his head, making 2 thumbs up. Yeah, you can keep going. And the only way to kill someone from the Mansus with aspects of, it seems, secret histories. He looks around now. He looks a little bit scared. The jovial music beaming down from above keeps on going.
Yeah, wait, this is the fucking background music.
What is happening? But yeah, continue.
The only way to kill something of secret histories originating from the Mansus is with a superior aspect of the secret histories. The moose looks thoughtful for a moment. Not entirely correct, but you're close enough. And
Wow. To kill something, you need a stronger version of it. Who knew?
no, you don't understand. Secret histories govern possibilities. No matter what other aspects you can throw at him. So long as you don't forbid him from escaping into a possibility where he's alive, where he's unhurt, it won't matter. You could throw an army at him, stab him 1,000 times, burn him for eternity in the flames. It won't matter.
I have something to ask you after the session, Roma.
Yeah. And look, he seems to understand it more than all of you. You should take notes as he speak. While you still can. He won't be speaking for much longer. And there's the crux. So many preparations I've done before. Petria looks down. He seems to be going over something in his head. Maybe his life.
I'm still confused though. Is there a particular reason you want us dead right now? I thought we're more amusing alive.
Oh, your amusement is quite overshadowed by you being the only people alive that actually know how to defeat me. But I'll give you at least that. Your stupidity has got me astounded. I've only seen one woman recently that was as stupidly incapable of comprehending anything surrounding her right now.
Well, I mean, what's the point in knowing the information if you can't do anything with the information?
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna give you the chance to try. So, if you don't mind, the moose extends a hand, power coalesces inside it. And you can see it taking the shape of dear old Petri. Do any of you say or do anything?
I'd like to use string to shoot a laser. I don't know.
What?
I don't think attacking him with the sword is gonna work. Maybe the string
I
can do
like to
something.
summon my level 9 character
I just made this.
Yeah,
with the built-in detonation.
which spell is that? Which spell is
That's the
name is
rule of
actually-
cool
It's
plus your
SOS.
player really.
Oh,
That's the one.
spell.
This is Mavis through the ether, just hearing him insult her and being like, "What the fuck did you just say?" And one of the gods being like, "Do you know what? This would be funny."
That would be funny, but it's not gonna happen. If I have to kill Gooby for plot consistency, then that's that. Alright.
Don't even deserve to get killed. We don't know what's going on.
Like it's full on just like, because I mean, I know things. I know some things that happen. Roxana knows shit. She was just like, "Oh god, my friends are down here," and they jumped. Why would they jump?
Not to say Lord Petri's correct, but we are just kind of a bunch of bozos down here. No.
Okay, shed the identity or whatever.
But we don't know what other we don't know where the other possibilities are. So it's like we can't really win here, can we?
Erhard, as you hold...
Wait. We gotta give him like an unanswerable riddle or something and have him like short circuit.
Erhard, as you grab a hold of the string, trying to sense if there's any power that lies within, you feel a connection to something, or maybe someone, long gone. This is nothing more than a replica. The string itself doesn't have any strength, but there's something else about the statue. The receptacle. You feel like that can combine. That could have potency. Or maybe it could have. As the statue now slowly crumbles, piece by piece, Do Arias or Van Algen do anything? I'll take that as a no.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
They're
Moon, are
done.
you still awake?
Yeah.
Okay,
Hmm.
good.
Wow.
Listen, I'm gonna throw you a bone. I didn't want to push this back, but I appreciate the commitment you have made to try and stay with us despite how grueling it is for you. If you guys would like, we can pick this up tomorrow, because I will most likely have the day off because it's a holiday.
Are you guys free?
What time? It depends what time.
Same for me.
What time?
I anything 2 p.m. my time is my cutoff.
Yeah, I need to. It need to be earlier in the day for me.
Okay, so this is extreme. We could start at 8 a.m. my time, 7 a.m. double time.
7?
Because that would mean 1 p.m. for Moon. Plenty of time for her to sleep. But I assume she has things to do and we don't want to just jeopardize her whole day.
I plan to do fucking nothing.
Okay, so 9 a.m. my time, 8 a.m. doubles time.
I feel bad.
Okay,
I
is that
feel more bad, so you're good. This is really more my fault than anything.
No, you're good, man. But
You are good. I will say yes. However, Daria, you don't get to accept any blame. You are expunged of any responsibility.
Thank you.
It is okay. You have circumstances.
I'm really down for a 9 a.m. session. I won't lie.
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay, Moon.
So-
Would you like,
Double?
Moon, would you like to do that instead of doing it now, where you're half collapsed?
Is that
We can-
1 a.m.? Not 1 a.m. Is that 1
No, not 1
p.m.?
a.m.
2 or 2?
That would be 2. Yeah, 2 p.m. for you.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to
If
do that?
everyone's okay with it, please.
Fine.
We're gonna be very happy with it, and we'll take back where you left off. With just one small addition before we close the session. As
If
the
Rias
moose,
dies. Sorry.
as the moose holds out his hand, the shape of a small petri inside it, you can see smaller figurines of Petri appear right next to him in his hand. Each of them translucent, made of the same magic you've seen wielded by the moose before. You see Petri grabbing at his chest and extending a hand. Roxana, you recognize that he's attempting to cast Counterspell. The spell
Oh.
fails.
Yeah. Can I
And
like
you-
throw a rock at Thamus to like break his concentration?
You can try.
Or
Go ahead and roll the hit.
How far away are they? Can I use my hook?
You can
can I
try.
use Mage Hand to slap him?
Yeah, roll the hit. Mage hand,
Oh my
no,
God.
that's gonna be 2 actions. But you can use hook and rock.
Okay.
Can I also throw my boomerang?
Yes.
You have a boomerang?
Yeah,
What?
I have a boomerang.
This is such a goofy interaction. He's casting like this menacing spell and then a rock, a hook, and then a boomerang.
Yeah,
Just fly at him.
You all go ahead and all of you roll the hit.
Okay. Would that just be that'd be a flat D20 for me, right? Or would I have
Yeah, you
24.
used your Dex mod, I think.
I got
24, you say double?
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good. What about you?
I got-
Yeah, what did you get?
Oh, I got a 17.
17. Okay, that's good. How about you?
Oh wait,
John?
why does it say +3? Oh wait, I
Yeah,
did
but-
it wrong. Hold on, let
It's-
me.
It doesn't matter. Just roll. Just tell me
roll?
which one. Whether the +3.
+3. Okay, I'm just gonna. Yeah. Oh no, that's a 9.
Oh.
All
I'm
right.
so confused. She's just like panicking.
Yeah, you're trying for a rock, the hook, the boomerang to try and stop him.
Yeah.
And all of you find your attacks ineffective. As Mavis, you throw the rock.
Mavis.
Sorry, no, Mavis would throw a rock at the moose. Roxana, you throw the rock, and it seems to hit him. Rahat, you throw the hook, and it seems to grab him by the arm. Van Algen, you throw the boomerang, and it seems to slam against his head. Only for you, Rahat and Van Algen, to see a rock fall behind him. For Roxana, you see a boomerang flying past the moose and coming back to Van Algen. And Rahat, you see your hook miss and come back to you. Weren't you listening to his explanation? Those were his last words, you know? You really should have been nicer with him. He pushes delicately each of the magical statuettes in his hand with a single finger. As they all go into one another. You can see Petri begin to fall to the ground.
Well,
After a few moments, Roxana, you being the closest, you can see he begins to change.
well.
He begins to vibrate. From inside of him, you can see small bulbous sacs begin to emerge. Holes in his skin begin to emerge, filled with more skin. And he goes pop with an explosion of meat and blood. Much more meat or blood than could have ever been inside him. There you go. Now it's your turn. Who's first? And that's where we'll end the session.
Hearing a man explode into meat and guts as BTS's Blood, Sweat, and Tears plays in the background was a visceral experience.
Thank you.